Indonesia is the largest coconut producing country in the world. Total production in 2022 is estimated to be more than 2.87 million tons and is projected to increase by 0.14%. The coconut will be processed for processing or exported abroad. However, there is one main problem that cannot currently be resolved. Coconut husk. The coconut husk waste is one of the most abundant agricultural waste. Despite the significant utilization of coconut husk, this has not only addressed the problems caused by the large amounts of coconut husk that remain unused. The Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations estimates that coconut husk production in 2019 was around 1.26 million tons. Therefore, there is a need for innovation in the use of coconut husk waste, focusing on energy that is more efficient, sustainable, and environmentally friendly. The coconut husk waste can be utilized to create materials that support efficient of energy, sustainability, and green chemistry. One such material is nanomaterial, especially as shown in this image, has been applied in various fields. This nanomaterial has a crystalline structure and is produced from processed coconut husk waste using a top-down method with ionic liquid to break down the cellulose molecule into nano-sized fiber. This nanomaterial is called cellulose nanocrystals, or CNC. Cellulose nanocrystals, or CNC, are rod-shaped nanocellulose with a diameter of 3 to 20 nanometer, obtained from the disintegration of larger cellulose units by breaking intra- and intermolecular bonds of cellulose chains. CNC have numerous applications across various fields, particularly in the energy sector. As demonstrated in the presentation, the potential of CNC is immense, with the market expected to grow by 570%, reaching a valuation of approximately 5 quadrillion rupiah by 2031. Due to the high demand, efficient synthesis methods are necessary to meet these needs. Coconut husk contain a high cellulose content, approximately 43.44%. This husk can be utilized to produce high-value CNC. Various methods are employed in CNC production, including acid hydrolysis, alkaline hydrolysis, organosolv, and oxidation, each with its own advantage and disadvantage. One method for synthesis CNC is the ionic liquid method. This method offers advantage over other as it does not use acid and leaves residues that can be reprocessed. In this research, we use fatty iminoaluminum salt as the ionic liquid due to its benefits, including its synthesis from fatty acid derived from waste oil, thus contributing to the reduction of organic waste in the environment. The reference used are displayed on the screen. And based on this background, this research will conduct synthesis of cellulose nanocrystals from coconut husk using the ionic liquid method with fatty iminoaluminum chloride, with the topic energy, sustainability, and green chemistry. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Hanan Aldi from Department of Chemistry, Institute Technology of 10 November. Next, we will discuss the research method. The hypothesis of this research is that cellulose nanocrystal fatty iminoaluminum chloride, or CNC-FICl, has identical characteristics compared to CNC-HCl, and the objective are to obtain CNC from coconut coir and also the results of the solubility test. Next is the variable of the research. The independent variable of this research are reactants FICl plus HCl with the volume ratio of 9:1, and HCl. The dependent variable are solubility test results and FTIR result, whereas the control variable is environmental condition, which are kept constant. Next, this is the flow diagram of the stage in this research. The tools used in this research are laboratory glassware, blender, digital scale, oven, thermometer, filter 60 mesh, hot plate, and FTIR instrument. While materials used in this research are coconut husk, acetone, aqueous, hydrochloric acid, acetic acid, ethanol, natrium hydroxide, phosphate buffer pH 4, 7, and 10, hydrogen peroxide, fatty iminoaluminum chloride, and pH indicator. First, the ground coconut fiber is weighed and then smoothed using a blender. After that, the 10 molar natrium hydroxide solution was poured and the volume was measured using a measuring cup. The ratio of coconut fiber and natrium hydroxide is 1 to 2 m/v. Natrium hydroxide is poured into a beaker containing coconut fiber. Then the mixture is heated to a temperature of 19 degrees Celsius while stirring, after which the mixture is filtered and the delignified fibers are dried in an oven for 2 hours. Meanwhile, the acetic acid and peroxide solutions are mixed in a ratio of 1 to 1 v/v to form a peracetic acid solution. After that, the delignified coconut fiber was mixed with peracetic acid 1 to 10 m/v and heated at 18 degrees Celsius for 100 minutes until the mixture was pale yellow in color. Once finished, the mixture is then cooled while shaking and then washed using distilled water many times until the fibers are white. While filtering, the fiber is also dissolved in distilled water and dripped with hydrochloric acid until the pH is close to neutral, then washed many times or more, about 5 times. The cellulose is then put out in the oven for 1 night, so you will get the pure cellulose. Next is the CNC synthesis stage. CNC synthesis is carried out using 3 variations. Each variation was mixed and heated at 18 degrees Celsius for 4 hours. Once finished, the product is filtered using 19 mesh shift. So you will get cellulose non-crystal or CNC results for each variation like this. To obtain cellulose non-crystals were then characterized using FTIR, then processed with solubility test, dissolved CNC in dilute in a test tube, and added with 6 types of solvent. Each variation of solvent has 3 tubes so that the other 6 tubes are heated at a temperature of 50 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes, and the other 6 were heated at 100 degrees Celsius for 5 minutes. Next are the results that have been achieved. The synthesis result of cellulose non-crystal or CNC using 3 variations obtain the yield value from each variations with the yield of CNC as follows. Next are the FTIR results from the 3 variations. From the spectra, it can be concluded that CNC have formed, and also the obtained CNC is pure because it does not contain lignin impurities. Next are the result of solubility test using 6 types of solvent and 3 temperature variations on each of the 3 CNC variations. From this table, it can be analyzed that the characteristics of the 3 CNC variations are not significantly different. So, from the research that has been done, it can be concluded that cellulose from coconut coir waste can be used to synthesize CNC, CNC FeCl, CNC FeCl plus HCl, and CNC HCl do not show differences in FTIR spectra. And the last, the solubility of CNC FeCl, CNC FeCl plus HCl, and the CNC HCl does not show significant differences. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.